Okay, yeah, I am live. Yes, oh yes. And I promise, wouldn't even be making this a damn thing. I honestly was gonna let it go. It's just these fucktards. By the way, this is for entertainment purposes only and educational. Okay, so these two fucking clowns. You got Doug and this bitch, and I really don't know her name. And lady, trust me, I would not be this harsh towards you had you not brought this on your motherfucking self. And the audacity of you two and what I'm about to go over right now. Okay? So if you remember correctly, my last issue with these two idiots was that Jim, who is also going to be back in just a moment, referenced a person and then referred to them as having a disability at which they did not have, which infuriates me because this is a genetic disability which these people cannot help. So I went off, I made an ass of myself, and then I dialed it back thanks to some really good people in my life. And I was trying to let it go. Been trying to let it go so much that I was like completely avoided said community here, which is the true crime community. Okay. The reason why I'm back this morning, the reason why I'm live is because the gosh darn audacity, I really had to edit that one real quick. The audacity of what is fixing to come out of Jim's mouth after referencing someone else who doesn't have this mental disability and call them like that, then to turn around and then try to bring them back up in the community and then act as if you are sympathetic to them, sympathetic to their condition or anything. I'm not even mad at Jim about this at this point. I'm above and beyond infuriated with Doug and this bitch. I cannot remember her name or I would not call her this bitch. But the fact that you guys are bringing them back up, bringing people up with Down syndrome again, and then y'all trying to jump on the bandwagon like y'all are friends with them and y'all support them and all that shit. I'm telling you right now, if the people in the Down syndrome community, especially parents, knew what Jim said and that y'all covered it up and how long I've been trying to get you to acknowledge it, but y'all just been covering it up, they would be fucking infuriated just as I am. So anybody that wants to support No Thanks Investigates, No Thanks You Can Miss Me With That fucking shit, because this is the epitome of exploitation. These two. You can't even get no contact information for this bitch. Okay? None. There's no Gmail. There's no way to contact her. It's just PayPal, Cash App, PayPal, Cash App. Look at that. QR code for the PayPal. Jim, what you said on round one was fucked up. Them supporting you and covering it up was above and beyond fucked up. But for y'all to come back around and try to bring it up like y'all are on their team when y'all wouldn't even correct Jim for what he said, oh goddamn. Oh goddamn. My blood pressure is going to have to go down before I can finish dealing with this because it's so maddening. And I know that there's no way that people in the community are aware of this or y'all wouldn't still be doing that. Like, I just know that there's no way. There's just no way. Thank you to the one person that's watching me have an epic meltdown this morning on a Monday. Oh, it's a Monday morning meltdown for sure. But I'm sorry. I just can't sit by and listen to that shit. I can't listen to the nonsense coming out of these motherfuckers' mouths. You cannot do that. You cannot sit there, listen to someone demean and make fun of them, actively cover it up when someone, me, calls them out. Hey, Grandma, say, oh, Lord, they got me fired up. This is why I can't do This is why I can do true crime. And this dipshit, Doug, and this fucking bitch over here at Crime and Justice, they brought up, okay, apparently out in Utah, there's some people in the fire department that have molested a young girl out there that has Down syndrome, and they all decided this morning that they're going to get on the bandwagon and be like, oh my gosh, this is just so sad. Like, but wait a minute. When Jim was making fun of people with Down syndrome, y'all wanted to cover that up and act like it didn't even happen. Now Jim's like, oh, this girl got molested, let's be on her team, and all of a sudden it's okay? No. It's not okay. It's not okay. It's not okay. It's not okay. It bothers me. It bothers me even more because of the trauma that I've been through, because of my son, because of all that stuff. But it's not just that. It's not okay. You don't get to sit there and make fun of people and and say that they look like people that have a certain condition as if that's a bad thing, and then turn around and try to get on that same group of people's team because it's going to benefit you now if you're on their team. Where when it wasn't, when it was cool to make fun of them, that was the last week. And then Doug and this bitch, I'm gonna keep calling her this fucking bitch because of her community tab when she had that shit on there with the kid that was missing. And I called her out then. And what did they do? Instead of owning their shit like a fucking adult would or should, they cover it up. And now they've got somebody else's poor little grandma out here fired up. It's a shame. On Monday, and I ain't barely had but one cup of coffee. Shame on y'all. Fucking shame on y'all. Like, shame on y'all. How do y'all go out in the community and God forbid y'all walk up on somebody that has Down syndrome? Because honestly, put yourself in someone's shoes that either has it or has a child, had a child that still has family members that have it. And I'm telling you, I wouldn't even be able to talk to them about this because I probably would be more upset about it than they would, because I understand what Jim said and why it's so fucking bad and why this is even more wrong, because it's like, wait a minute. So when Jim was picking on Down syndrome people, y'all just didn't even have nothing to say. It wasn't even, y'all just go act like, we didn't hear that shit. Well, I heard it. And I tried to call y'all out about it. I gave y'all both a chance, Doug and this bitch. I gave y'all both a chance to like go to Jim privately and be like, hey man, like we like you and everything, but that's not cool. Could you apologize? None of that. Like none of that happened. That's what bothers me. Everybody globally right now, we got to change. We got to change. We got to change. Then we turn around and do the same fucking shit we've been doing for the last 150 fucking years. Oh, I'm sure that's going to work out. Said insanity. Never. So, should I play it? Should I play it? Because I'm afraid that he's going to try to copyright strike me, and then like they'll take this down. But I'll just upload another live stream discussing this issue over and over and over. And God forbid I have to actually go to the point to where I start putting it out in that community. Because when I put it out in that community, it's gonna spread, and then people are gonna see y'all for the trash that you really are. So you can either take yourself out like trash, or you can straighten yourself up and become less trash. Although in the back of my head, y'all are still gonna be trash, and people can call me trolls too for watching them, but I follow the case. She said, "Don't play, thank you." That's why I like having you guys around. But see what they'll do now is they'll find out that I'm talking about this, and you watch and see. I didn't even comment in this because I'm not even gonna give you a comment because I don't want you to get that little in the algorithm. Fuck you, Doug. Fuck you, Crime and Justice, and fuck you again, Jim Terry. Kiss my ass. I'm not gonna put my ass up beside the TV, but you already know what it is. Y'all are bitch ass mofos. I said what I said. You can either apologize to the community or absolutely shut the fuck up about them, is what you should do. Just stop talking about them. Because every time you bring them up, somehow the universe is going to let it fly into my ear hole. And you cheeky monkeys, I know Rumors Rich is probably going to see this and be like, bloody hell, Emma, honey, what's wrong with you today? I didn't talk to you first this morning, probably, but good God Almighty. Ugh. That's another thing. I think that's how we know that the difference between an NPC. Yeah, they are they not? They are. I mean, but you can see like the amount of like emotion that I have about this. That's the difference, because they just try to cover it up because they can't even acknowledge emotion, let alone express it. So it's like, let's just cover it up, because if we got to try to find out how to be emotionalized, then people are going to find out that we're fucking NPCs and we're soulless bots. Because that's what you two motherfuckers are. You're soulless bots. I'm sorry. I'm not even sorry. That made me a bad person. Yeah. So in case everybody's been wondering, where the hell is M been? getting her mind back, only to come this morning and absolutely lose it all over again. Happy Monday. So I hadn't forgot about true crime. Hadn't forgot about Doug. Hadn't forgot about Dylan. Certainly hadn't forgot about Dylan. Hadn't forgot about my Discord. Hadn't forgot about all that stuff. What it is being an empath and being a particular type of empath. We absorb all of the emotional energy around us, all of the emotional, whether we want to or not, we absorb it. Good morning. And it's hard. So I have to dial it back whenever stuff like this happens. Then, believe it or not, that's the reason why I have been MIA this whole time with true crime, is because of these people. And I don't know if it's the universe trying to get me to like, oh my gosh, so this is something we should definitely talk about midweek. Now that I'm thinking about this, is this the universe trying to tell me, like, Emma, like, we understand why you're upset and everything, but you gotta let this go, like, because you can see every time that these people bring, that's what they are, these people bring up that community. It's like somebody literally like points an arrow and shoots me in the heart, and there's no stopping anything that's about to come out of my mouth. And I'm just like, you should see me just this morning. I was like, oh, I literally, thank God I wasn't live then, y'all. I was in the floor, kicking and screaming, having a full-on toddler tantrum in this 30-something body. Like, arms flailing, legs kicking, pissed off, throwing a temper tantrum over what they said. The words coming out their mouth makes me want to freaking cram chopsticks right in my ears, because I just can't. Like I said, 2022 is the year of, oh my God, I can't even. I'm going to get a helmet just so that when stuff like this happens, I can just immediately run over to the wall and go and be okay. Because I feel like sometimes that is the only thing that is going to make me go, all right, knock that out of the way. Now let's go get a shower and take on the fucking world. I need to smoke some weed. I have not smoked no bud this morning. And then I had to see this. And then I had to hear that. And then I was like, that is it. That is it. That is it. And now I'm having a meltdown. And I'm going to sort it out. I'm going to get through it quickly. And it's going to be okay. Everything's going to be okay. I'm not going to let them mess up my whole week. Because I have like some really cool stuff that I have planned doing today. And now when I meet up with Claudia later, I'm going to have to be like, honey, let me show you what happens to me on any given day. When the wrong thing gets said in front of me or around my ear holes, this is how I react. And that is why I have such a beautiful community that I'm a part of, the Treehouse. Because if it weren't for y'all, especially Rick, sometimes being like, hey, honey, look at what they just made you do. And I'm just like, oh my God, I know. Look at me making an ass of myself. Spectacular. I can't wait to watch stuff like this when my grandkids are a little bit older. And they're like, Gigi, really? This is, you used to, I'm like, that was a whole nother Gigi. Y'all don't even know. Do y'all want some cookies? No. I'm sure by the time that we can look back at this, they'll fully understand like why Gigi is and was and always has been as maniacal as she seems. It's because, well, for one, they can always look at their mother and their uncle and be like, oh, yeah, they drove her crazy, I'm sure. No, my kids are awesome. My kids are the reason why I'm behaving so maniacally right now. One of my children is the reason why I do get so fired up about this stuff. And whether he's still with me or not, he's still here all the same. And it's probably a good reason he's not here, because good Lord knows how I might respond if he were still here and me have to worry about him possibly hearing that shit and how it might affect him. Oh my goodness, I might actually be in the car on my way out west somewhere, y'all. We can't be having that. because I'd be like, Sarah, I'm on my way. I gotta make a pit stop, and once I get there, we don't have to talk about any of that. We just need to do a lot of healing work because bless it, I can. I just had to bring it to the community because uh like me and Grandma Sherry both are part of this. It's a weird little sector of the true crime community with the truther community, and then the spectrum community. We're a little spectrum of community of our own, and so that's what's cool about Grandma Sherry and our little interactions that we have here. Uh, a road trip with me, babe. Isn't that so? It is actually not that bad. I'm actually pretty cool on the road. And you know me, I'm gonna have the trees and all that. So, because you don't want to be in a car with me without it. The first time we get cut off, Emma's gonna be out the window like yelling at something like, "Did you hello?" Or something's gonna fly out the window at another car. And I try, I try, I try so hard not to be like that, y'all. But like people, you go outside, there's people out there, and not everybody out there is like us. Like then I have to remember, you have to be compassionate to them too. You have to be understanding to them too. And then there's this little devil on my shoulder that goes, why? Why do we have to do that? That was whoever put that on the board. I know my poor friend she's so cute. If I come over on Saturdays, we have a cap off time because she goes to church on Sundays. So if I come over on Saturdays and we don't cap off, there's no way she's going to be able to make it to church because we won't shut up. And we've been friends since we were like little. So when we catch up, there's like so much stuff that we have to catch up on that like even her son, who is a super genius, y'all. I can't wait to like hopefully one day introduce y'all to her kid because I'm not even joking when I say he's a genius. He's a genius. Like I feel done talking to him, and he's 10. And I'm serious when I say I feel done talking to him. I second question everything coming out of my mouth because he's so dang smart. I go, I wonder if I said that. Did I use that grammatically correct? I wonder what he's thinking about me right now. That's this kid. Other than my own two kids, I've never had a kid make me instantly reflect upon everything coming out of my mouth because he's that smart. Yeah, like he's been coding since he was 6. That's how smart this kid is. So, but me and his mom, like, yeah, talking about a live stream, we'd never shut up. And if you jumped in at the wrong time, there's no telling what you may or may not think about the stuff coming out of our mouth at any given time, because we probably sound like we need to be in straitjackets. But I promise you, y'all know I don't need to be in a straitjacket. If anything, I just probably need ice cream and like a quiet time for a minute, and then I'll be fine. That's really most of the time. That's how you can settle an Emma meltdown. You can stop it with ice cream and music with that. Like here's your headphones. Did you say vanilla bean? And watch, wait for it, and she's good. I'm that simple. Now, if you don't have ice cream and I'm having a meltdown, you can throw me music and it'll probably work. If you don't have either of those, don't even come near me expecting that meltdown to get under order in any amount of time that's reasonable. I'm serious. Don't approach me at all. If you see me having a meltdown and you can't offer me ice cream or music, do not approach me. It is dangerous. It's a bad idea. Weed might be, but you'd have to like kind of like it's bud, and just throw it and run. Like, oh, it's not laced with anything. You're not trying to dope me up, are you? That's how I am. Because I know how I am about things. Like people want me to just slow down. There are no brakes. There are no brakes with this. There's no stop button. There's no off button. There's really no mute button. People try to make me throw my voice off, and even then, it doesn't work It's like there's a demon in there that will produce another vocal cord, another box in there, and I'll just continue talking. Oh my gosh, what if I am a demon? These are better than my 3 a.m. thoughts, though. Sometimes I don't know though. Any thoughts that I have between the hours of 3 and like 9 a.m. could be questionable at the least. Sometimes risky to the public if you catch me at the wrong day at the wrong time. Yeah, that's why I don't leave the house very often, y'all. Because for such a small person, I'm pretty explosive. Like I literally am like Donna or something like that, or like a what was those an IED. You don't even know it's there until you step on it, boom, and you blow up. That's me. Yeah, I think I'm more like an IED because you can't even really tell. I'm so quiet sometimes. People won't even know I'm around. But oh my gosh, be mad, and everybody within 3 counties knows I'm around. News is getting reports on it, thinking something catastrophic is happening. It's like no, it's just Emma over there in that one county having a meltdown over Jim Terry again. Look at that. Y'all see what I did? I've wasted 21 minutes and some odd seconds. And that's not even counting the probably 3.5 minute temper tantrum that I had before I got my shit together enough to put the live on. If it was, you know what I'm gonna do? First of all, I'm gonna work on wording for garbage today. Oh look, and they're going live again. Doug, 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 go to hell already. Stop fucking up my Monday. I'm not even subscribed to you, and somehow I still. If I could reach in my skull cap, sometimes I just take my brain and go and drop it on the table and walk off. I would. Problem is, I may not return for it. Oh, she said, thank you for being my. I love her. See, she's awesome. People just don't even understand how rare it is for me to have friends that are female, and especially ones that are like locally female and that I communicate with and at any capacity. It's shocking. So much that my friend that I'm talking about right now, my other friends, they don't believe that she's real. Like they don't believe she's real. They think I've got a totally full blown made up imaginary friend that's not real because she's so much like me that they're like, there's just no way there's another chick in this town that's that much like you that's real. I'm like, oh, she is, but that's why I keep her so secret because look at how y'all react over me. I can't even possibly expose her to y'all. Have fun, love and light. Mwah. I'm about to cut this off anyways because I do got to take a shower and I am going to go over there. But like, yes, and I still got to edit a video, and then I'm still watching the recap from yesterday because I missed part of after Bernie came on, so I want to check that out too. So, yeah, so much stuff already. It's not. Look at that. It's not even 9:30 in the morning, and I'm like, so I'm gonna have another cup of coffee. Then I'm gonna smoke some bud. Then I'm gonna and it's all right. Look, that's because the universe loves me. They're like, let's just take that down so Emma can chill. Woosah. That's goose rubber. That's it, goose rubber. So, thank you guys for joining me while I have this epic meltdown like I do at least once a day. Even though I don't record all of them. But this is how I sort them out a lot of times. It's either through a recorded video or this live stream. That's how I sort it out. So y'all are like unpaid therapists and y'all just don't even know how much I appreciate that. So we maybe later, or I can message you guys in Signal and we can discuss the epic meltdown that has been Emma lately and how to deal with that. And these cheeky monkeys, which were those bastards that we just had up on the screen a minute ago. So thank you, Sarah, because I know you're so busy and that means so much to me that you watch any of my videos or you come to any of these live streams. I think that is so cool. I appreciate that so much. That's why I'm always there for you guys when you guys are live. So. But now it's time for me to go actually decompress. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna talk to you guys on Signal because I was catching up on that when that happened. I literally threw my phone down, threw my body down on the floor, and was like, ah, meltdown. Oh, my precious. Yeah, I heard that yesterday too, and I was like, oh my god, they're doing that. I do it too. My precious, give me my precious. Yeah, I'm so messed up. I don't think I could get through life on this planet if I wasn't this messed up, though. So that's why I appreciate all of you being so understanding. So until then, until next time, till later, till the midweek, love and good vibes, y'all.